Hey guys, Blue here from Blue Jay Builds, and today we're going to make a tutorial on how to make a snowman. So this is our interpretation of a snowman, and yeah, so here are the materials you're going to need, and we have Jay over there who's going to help with the building. You're going to need approximately 9 stacks of snow, 3 acacia wood planks, 10 blocks of coal, a bit over a stack of black wool, 12 red stained clay, and 2 colors of red or a regular any wool of your choice for the scarf. So we will cut to the first step. Alright, so in step 1 what you're going to do is make a 3x3 and then extend the sides out by 1 on all 4 sides, and make sure you don't put, yeah, just like that. And make sure you don't put it in the corners. And that is step 1, and our next step will be shown in gold blocks, so you'll see in a second. Okay, so we are here with step 2, and as highlighted in gold blocks by Jay, you need to basically make a ring around what you already built, and here's like a side view of it. So oh yeah, and feel free to pause the video and follow along, because we're gonna be moving a little fast here. So this is step 2, ring around what you've already built. So for step 3, you're gonna be building another ring around what you've already built. So you'll have like an L shape on all 4 sides and 3 blocks on the original sides. And here's like a side view. And yeah, pretty easy so far, so step 4 coming up soon. Okay, so for the next step you're going to make yet another ring around what you've already built, and if you don't know, we're building a sphere. So 2 on these and 3 on the sides again, and pretty straightforward so far. Okay, for step 5 it gets a little bit more tricky. So these 2 blocks on all 4 sides are overlapping the previous layer, and as you can see, I'll just do one side for you guys. You'll have, as normal, the 3 right here, and then 1 without the block underneath it, and then you're going to overlap these next 2 and repeat the pattern over there, and once again overlap these 2. And you're going to be doing that on all 4 sides. So, and it should look a little something like this. And here's a side view of it, or below view. And yeah. Okay, so for this next layer, we're going to be building 3 layers of this, and Jay's going to be building it while I talk about it, so he could already start now. Basically, you're going to have 5 blocks going over these 3, overlapping these 3 blocks right here. So you'll have the 3, they'll all be over these ones, and then 3 diagonally, and then another 5, 3 diagonally, another 5, 3 diagonally, number 5. And yeah, 3 layers of this, and it'll be like the bottom down here, except going up this time to finish off the sphere. So once Jay is done with that, okay, so it'll look something like this. We have like a upside down dome sort of thing in here, and that is the next step, so we'll move on in a sec. Okay, so in this next step we are going to be building a layer just like this one right here, and it is consisting of 3 on top of those 5 you just built, and diagonally 4, and then 3 more, diagonally 4, and repeat that for all 4 sides. It should look something like this from the inside, and like this from above. So that is step 8, I believe. So on step 10, the previous one was 9, not 8, we are going to be building something like this, and it has 3 going inward one from the previous step, and then 2 on the sides of it, overlapping the previous step, only on one block though. So like this, and you repeat that on all 4 sides. And yeah, once again it should look like this on the inside, and like this on the outside. So that is step number 10. Okay, so for step number 11, as we are getting closer to the top of the first sphere, and it has 3 more, 1 more in from the previous step, and then an L shape, 1 more in from the previous step on all 4 sides. So 3L, 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 and so on. So this is the next step. Okay, so for the next step, which is step number 12, we are going to build, once again, 1 more in from the previous step, 3 blocks, and then instead of an L, just have 1 more in again, and just about at the top of this sphere. So that is how you build the next step. Okay, so for the 13th and final layer of the first sphere, we are simply going to be capping it off by, just like on the bottom, a 3x3 and 3 on each side. And it looks like this from the center, or from the inside, yeah, in the belly. And yeah, just like the floor right here, it's going to be a 3x3 and 3 on the sides. And here's what it looks like from the top again. Let me place that back. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I had the chat off, so he was thinking he was funny by typing in some witty comments, but I had chat on off, so you couldn't see those. Anyways, that's step number 13. Okay, so in step number 14, we're going to be starting the second sphere, and that's started by 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, and this is the previous step right here, and it looks almost, it is exactly like the previous step right here, so just like this. Alright, so in this next step we are going to be making almost like a box shape without the corners, and the sides are 5 by 5 without the corners, and these are going to be overlapping 3 on the previous step, so the last 2 on each side will not be overlapping blocks, and the 3 in the middle will be, and should look something like this from the inside. There's J, and like this from above. Okay, in step number 16, we are going to be building this, and it's almost exactly like the previous step, except the very middle block is out 1, so these will be overlapping with these, and then same with each side, except for this very middle block of the 5 is going to be out 1 more. And yeah, so that's how you do this next step. Yeah. Now in this next step, we are going to be having 3 on each side with 1 overlapping, so it's going to make like a, I don't know what shape this is, like that, and an L on each corner, and 2 of the parts of the L will be overlapping the previous layer, and 1 will not be. And this is also the layer where the nose is, so if Jay wants to put that in real quick, and you could use whatever color you want, but we chose acacia. You could use orange wool, whatever you really desire. And yeah, so this is the layer with the nose. Okay, in step number 18 of 24, we are very close to being done. It is the same layer as this one right here. And what it consists of is just about a square, except the middle one has to be out one, so it kind of makes a plus sign right here, as shown. There we go, and there you have it, a plus sign, except this will be in snow. And this is how it looks from above. Pretty simple, and yeah, that is layer number 18. And in the next layer, as you may have guessed, it's just like the one below the right here, and it's just like a box except without corners, and 5 on the sides and none in the corners. And the middle one is the only one that is not overlapping the previous layer, so just like this. And yeah, from the inside you can tell that only this block does not have a snow block beneath it. So, step number 19. Okay, so in step number, I believe, 19 or 20? I lost track. 20. And we are going to be building what we did below here again, and that is 3 on top of the 5, and 1 diagonal, and then 3 more diagonal, 3 more, as seen right here. And from the inside, only these diagonal ones do not have a snow block underneath it from the previous step. And that is step 20. Alright, so now we are going to be moving on to the hat portion, and once again you can use any colors you want, but we're going to go with the traditional black and red perhaps. And so this is how you make it. You have 3 blocks overhanging, I guess, the previous layer, and then also blocks along the previous layer, so it covers the previous layer and goes out one on all sides. So it'll look like this from the bottom, and yeah, on all 4 sides, and on top it'll look like this. And yeah, everything's covered from the previous step. Okay, now and finally the last step, we are going to be making this sort of shape, which is not covering any of the previous step. It's one more inward from the previous step, and the first layer is going to be the color of your choice that you want the hat to be, and the next 2 layers that Jay is going to be building right now are the color you used for the base part of the hat, in which case we use black wool. So he's going to be, I guess he's not going to finish. Okay, he's lagging. And yeah, you cover up the top, and that finishes off the hat of the snowman. So we pretty much have the entire structure of the snowman complete, and this is how we did the facial features and the buttons. And I guess we'll do it to this side as well, just to show you where we did ours. And you could do this in any way that you want. If you want like a not a happy face or something, you could change that up. Yeah, this part's up to you to decide what you want. This is just what we did. I don't know what face that is, but okay. And yeah, it's a sad face. See, this snowman's sad. And yeah, that part's completely up to you, and I guess in this next final extra step we'll teach you how to do the scarf. Okay, so in this final optional step we are going to be showing you how to make a scarf, and for this demonstration we're going to be using orange and blue wool, but you could use whatever you want. Just like in this chest we had red and lime. You could choose whatever colors you want. So this is what it looks like. I'll give you a full view of everything. And yeah, Jay's going to be building that over here. And basically it's too high, and you alternate the colors, and it is a bit below the mouth, in which case we made this a mustache. So this snowman has a mustache, and it would be like on these blocks and this one and this one. So like Jay's doing. Oops, my bad. And yeah, just like that. And you can also put the thing over here, Jay. Yeah, something like that you could do, whatever. Sure. It'll look something like that. But, yeah, that's our snowman. And you can also put some snow on the bottom to make it look like he's, like, in a winter wonderland. And, decorate however you like. And, yeah, there's our snowman. Thank you for watching. Jay, do you want to unmute and maybe... Oh, he's building hands. So you could decorate it as much as you want, as little as you want. But this is basically the main structure and main features of a snowman.